This is a takeover. Wall Street and the ASX now at our fingertips with this right here.
Welcome to Eagle Review, proudly brought to you by Steak. Visit the App Store and download the Steak app today. After last week's brutal squad availability, things went from bad to what the hell is going on? Yeah, just a COVID cannon ripping through and decimating the team. Have a look at that. 12 health and safety daggers gone. Some seriously handy players too. So Saturday morning at the footy club was seen as basically a meet and greet. Just mental scenes that may not ever be seen again at the top level. We finish on 14 changes, now adding in All-Australian ball magnet Gaffey to the injury report. Cheers. And Jackson Nelson doing himself a mischief just minutes before the opening bounce. Now we've got Declan Mountford. No way, the former Kangaroo. First game in 4 years. Wouldn't read about it. Warming up late doors. It's absolute mayhem at Marvel. Couldn't have asked for a better start though. This quality opener of the game. Liam Ryan returns for round 2. Pumps it into Rioli. And he leaves Aaron Hall in his trails. One of his 4 on the night. Sensational. But enter Nick Larkey, the focal point for the Roos up forward. He booted a whopping 6 snags and proved to be the difference maker on the day. He feasted on the Roos' ability to cause turnovers in the front half and no doubt enjoyed roaming the field without this bloke attached to his hip. It was great to see some old heads return for their official game minutes of the year. Welcome back skipper. JD takes his place up forward and Duggan returns for the first time since round 20 last year due to a lingering knee issue. His set shot late in the second was crucial in keeping the boys in touch. Time ticking down in the second quarter, and Stephen Gyro, the former Docker, looks like he's been robbing Banks in point break, bangs this long one in. Bailey Williams roves his own marking contest and slots it. He got better as the game wore on. Halfway through the third, Eagles starting to gain some ascendancy now. This is the ex-Hawk and Subi Lions defender, Angus Dewar, drills this amazing pass right into the tight window. Shuey turns and goes. Great use of the body from Rioli, which sets up his third on the day. Despite both teams missing some shots in the final quarter, Sandover medalist and waffle champion Aaron Black kept the boys in it with this in-swinging gem from the boundary in his first AFL game. In the end, it just wasn't enough to overcome North Melbourne, who responded at every challenge thrown their way by this brave Eagles side. Prevailing by 15 points, here's Adam Simpson post-game.
Synergy, belief, system, all that stuff was a challenge, but it looked pretty connected to us, and we could have won that. It's been difficult to get synergy. You know, we've got some new coaches in. We want to play in a different brand and create and grow our identity as a side. It's just been hard to do. So, yeah, I don't think I can't say it's not going to happen again. It might happen next week, but yeah, we've just taken it in our stride as best we can. We've always had an optimistic, positive nature about it. Our staff have been tremendous. You know, nothing's too much trouble. So yeah, we've grown as a club, I think, the last couple of years about dealing with resilience and a bit of adversity.
The Eagles started the game in blistering fashion offensively. It was the likes of Tim Kelly who returned from his COVID absence, racking up 11 touches in the opening term. Equally as impressive was their defensive mindset, with the boys registering 26 tackles in the opening term. Bear in mind, that stat was achieved just twice for the entire 2021 season. Ultimately, the Kangaroos got well on top in the engine room, winning contested ball by 27, handball receives by 50, and delivering the ball at a far better clip entering the forward half. These two sides have only met just once at this venue since 2010. That was 5 years ago. JK booted a whopping 7. Cripps and Lecker had a day out, and the boys got up by 40. Better memories indeed. The main damage was from the Roos side, with Davies Uniacke forced from the ground after this Rioli tackle, and Taron Thomas getting booted in the guts before half-time. Pretty decent effort from the Roos, with their engine room having to cover 2 midfielders for the day. For West Coast, you wouldn't read about it. Braden Ainsworth, 15 games for the club, just delisted, called back up, and in heartbreaking fashion looks to have done some damage to his knee. Subbed off for Luke Edwards, who probably didn't think he'd be playing 100% of the second half when he woke up that morning. Still waiting to hear the severity of Nelson's warm-up tweak, so fingers crossed for the Tuesday medical report ahead of Sunday's RAC Derby.
My man,
Congratulations to all 4 debutantes, including Jack Williams, who was picked 52 in last year's draft, as well as sprouting youngster Callum Jamison, who fans saw earlier this pre-season against the Dockers. Geez, it's hard to go past Willie. Career best 4 goals, team leading 8 score involvements with his 19 touches, even attempting a little tunnel ball goal assist here, if you don't mind, was even more important with Ryan and Petch failing to trouble the scorers with their 9 shot attempts. You could easily throw Jeremy McGovern in an outstanding runner-up role, showcasing his standard intercept and rebound dominance off halfback.
Do you believe in magic?
Geez, it was great to have Duggo back out there. Mullet or not, this one-handed pickup out the back half goes at full tilt, hits Ainsworth without breaking stride, having to go over his opponent. That is pass of the day in my book. Samo Petreski-Seaton, 19 touches on the day and a bruising 8 tackles. Very impressive. Almost did it all with this Bruce Lee goal on the night. Just couldn't get the shoelace to it. How about these 2 roos colliding? Absolutely skittled. Let's go to the MCG. Someone burning hot chips in the kitchen. You go from 30,000 leaving the ground to 30,000 storming the ground for Buddy's milestone effort. It's going to be an MRP nightmare sorting through all these high hits. Unsure if he deserved that kind of treatment. Zach Toohey definitely not in a celebrating mood, but in a ladsy effort, ends up returning the bloke's wallet after he mixed him. Love it. Triple M and Super Footy, social channels, running with razors spewing on the field, maybe a swing and a miss from them. How are the Pies going full Da Vinci mode with their banner and potting cane corns? Clever stuff. Cripps gets the full dacking on Thursday night footy and splits his head open at the same time. Still gets the 3 Brownlow votes, so what else can you do? Bailey Williams of a different variety, solid Falcon here. Wasn't a goal assist though, like this one. Just a quick look at the NBA. Is this punter getting a haircut courtside of a game? Cool, just checking. The Timberwolves can't believe it, mind you. And the winner, hard to go past John Ralph getting his Aaron Blacks confused on live television.
Ex-Cat and North Melbourne player Aaron Black.
Hats off to the real North Melbourne Aaron Black for his response too.
Playing in the
That's it for this week's episode of Eagle Review. Remember, it takes just minutes to start investing, so visit hellostake.com or find them in the App Store today.
This is a takeover. Wall Street and the ASX now at our fingertips with this right here.